we're working on repainting the front and redoing the front. My office, which is being turned into a library as well as my office. The ladies have done a great work and a lot of work to straighten out that mess. Thank God it wasn't as bad as it used to be, because Vito straightened a lot of it out to begin with when we first started here. And the lobby now has a refrigerator that somebody was gracious enough to donate, so we can have cold drinks, because we do a lot of the scripture study up there. We now have the Blu-ray player hooked up to the TV. If we want to do video teaching up there, we can do that. There's still a counter and cabinets to be put in, so we can put all the photo albums that we have of Ms. Khan and the people through the years up there. Is just a remembrance of what God has done here. Because I don't know if you realize this, but this place, Rabbi Jerry started the ministry like in his house in like 86. This building was built after the old building that burnt down with the Torah scroll and the ark in it. It was rebuilt in 96. And this has been a ministry established here for that long. And sad enough to say, in the Messianic world, this is an anomaly.
The longest.
You know, the longest. Yeah, I hadn't actually looked it up, but it's incredible. They only say that most Messianic congregations only last 3 to 4 years. Yeah, and so now there's very few people that have been here over 10 years at the moment, but this is still a congregation. And we're growing again, praise God, because it's God. Brother of mine asked, well, how do you grow in that place? I'm like, not. He's just kind of looked at me, and I'm like, God grows it. You know, it's the Ruach HaKodesh that pulled every one of you in from wherever you were and brought you here. Yes. I didn't do it. It's not like I have, could I do it? Do I understand how to do it and who to go to? Yeah, we could have very clever marketing and very clever ads, and we could, okay, so I can have butts and seats, but it's not going to be people, they're going to be people that I drew in, and they're going to go away. Right. That's not worth it. The only thing I've done here is just try to be open and honest, genuine, and God, through the years, has taught me things about technology and what people like to see and what they expect. And that's what I've done. But other than that, and that was all God's direction anyway, because at first I wasn't sure if I even should. Because I came from a mega church, and that has its own problems. So anyway, for offering, if you'd like to donate, there's a blue offering box in the front lobby on the wall, and there's one in the Oneg room next to the kitchen door. Kind of update on the progress we're working on around here building-wise. This room needs to be painted. We just ordered the carpeting for it here, because before somebody trips on these rolls in here. And no, they can't be fixed, in case you're wondering, because this is all glued on carpeting. You can't stretch it. If you go to clean it too much, you'll only have more ripples in the floor. So it's one of the reasons why we now keep the air conditioning on set at a specific temperature within 2 degrees all the time. Because the Torah scroll is over 400 years old. If that's not kept climate controlled, it'll deteriorate even faster. It makes things like these ripples in the carpeting, because you start to add moisture and heat to this room, and the glue now has too big a temperature change to react to. So while it's more expensive to run the building, it's better for the building overall. And in the long term, you have less problems with things. Yes, Peter?
We have a company that's going to install the carpet.
Absolutely. Just because I can doesn't mean I should. And I'm not. They're going to take it out too. And that's why the bill is so much. Because they're going to remove, the only thing the bill didn't include, and it's like a little over $9 grand for this, is I have to remove everything out of here, or we have to. And anything that's critically wrong with the substrate, the concrete floor underneath it, if that needs to be fixed, is not included, because that's sight unseen, they can't tell me that.
So more than likely, we'll probably have small service or some kind of the Oneg room.
I figured, you know what? I will cross that bridge when we come to it. Yeah, I've got contingency plans for a number of things, of course, but that's really not a big issue to me. Put a sign on the front door, please use side entrance. We go in the Oneg room and we have service there. And frankly, I thought about making it so that once a quarter, we just put on